Guys, it's Andy from Northwest Snag Surveys. What an absolutely gorgeous day it is today. Can anyone guess where I am? Just put it down in the comments somewhere. I mean, look at this. Wow. Unbelievable. That's what life's all about, isn't it? All about for living and enjoying all this. Fantastic. Yeah. What I'm going to do today, I'm just going to run through some things. We've got a budget. Ooh, coming up, and it will affect you. It will affect if you're buying a new build home, and the reason because of this is the changes that are coming. We have a housing crisis, which after the budget, a lot of people are going to start suffering. It's going to hurt people, and it's going to hurt everything that goes into your house, from labour down to materials, down to stamp duty, down to everything really. So I'm just going to go through a couple of pointers on that, just so you've got a little bit of an idea of what's about to come down the line. It's not going to be pleasant. So yeah, give us all the likes and give us all the subscribes and all that, because it'll just push this channel up a little bit more. Have some nice comments and that. But yeah, just do everything. Press all them buttons. Sell your granny. Do whatever you've got to do. Just push this up. Okay, so why is this up and coming budget so critical, and why is it going to make the housing crisis worse? The quality is going to slip, and here's why you're going to need a snag survey. It's got to be your best defence. With the Chancellor, Rachel, and we all love Rachel, don't we? We all know what she's been up to. Um, just preparing to deliver her spring budget this week. All eyes are going to be on it. And we don't know yet if there's going to be any help offered for the struggling UK housing market. So it's something we really need to watch. But if early signs are anything to go by, the budget won't ease the crisis. In fact, for a lot of buyers and homeowners, it could trigger a wave of cheaper bills, rush completions, and obviously poor workmanship. And that's where your new build's going to suffer. This means more defects, more cover-ups, oh, did I say that? And more long-term problems just hidden behind the paintwork. And it's probably still going to be wet as well. Remember them skirting boards I spoke about in the previous video that have been lashed outside um, and exposed to all the elements? Yeah, this is what's going to be fitted into your house. So here's what you can expect from a professional snag survey. These are the things that are really going to, flag up and make the difference in spotting, whether you've got a good house or a bad house. Um, so, so what's likely to be in the budget and why it could hurt the quality of the new build? There's no new funding for affordable housing. The government's it's just unlikely to increase the investment in affordable schemes, and that means developers will be under a lot of pressure to build quicker and cheaper, often at the expense of quality control. There's going to be no relief on materials, so obviously cheaper options. The developer's going to look at this. Steel, timber, insulation, plasterboard, they remain sky high. And I know people are blaming Brexit and COVID. That was years ago, 5 years ago, and we're still hanging on to that. So, if the budget doesn't include a VAT reduction or supply chain support, developers, they're just going to continue switching to lower quality materials and protect the margins. Because they've got to make a profit. If they're not making a profit, they're not going to build. If they're not going to build, there's got to be no more housing. Um, Again, I spoke about this in a previous video. Labour shortages continue, and there's no expected investment in training or incentives for skilled trades. Sites are already short-staffed, and many of the firms using less experienced workers, which inevitably is going to lead to shoddy finishes, safety risks, and structural issues. And the last video, just going back to that, um, was about me walking around a couple of building sites, and just before you actually choose your developer, go and have a look of how they actually operate on a daily basis, and just pop over and have a look at that last video there, because quite informative, and you'll get some ideas. Um, Going back to the budget again, the focus is going to be on speed over quality to hit government targets. I mean, we're still talking about 1.5 million houses that are going to be churning out faster than ever. I can't see it myself, but the pressure is going to be on for developers to just throw houses up. And this means more unfinished work, hidden defects, rush snagging, if snagging happens at all. How this affects you as the home buyer or the buyer, um, without better funding or tighter regulations, the risk is serious and the defects are just going to rise. We're already seeing issues like leaking roofs and guttering, poorly fitted windows and doors, cracked render and brickwork, faulty electrics and plumbing. Now, in our snag, we offer a free electric check. We just go around and plug our special device, our magic device, into the sockets just to make sure that it's all compliant. They're all properly earthed, the neutrals and the lives are all in the right place, and it works properly and it's safe and correct. So we offer that free as well. What we're also seeing is damp, and this is caused by missing insulation. Now, you wouldn't think that in a new build, but trust me, it goes on. Many buyers don't even spot these issues until they've lived in the property for weeks or months, and by then, it's just harder to get the builder to come out and act on it. Again, we highlight this in our snag survey, and this is what you can give to your builder, and they're obliged then to come out within 2 years of you moving in, and putting these defects right. And right, free is the key word, free of charge. But if you miss all this insulation and one thing and another, the cost of putting these problems right are costly, especially when you've moved in. It can be anywhere from £3,000 to £15,000, depending on the size of the property. Why is a snagging survey now more essential? It just gives you peace of mind before you complete, or just after, I say. And it's probably best complete, get yourself moved in, or if you're still in rented accommodation or you don't have to move in that week, then call us in. It just saves everything happening on the one day, and then you're going, oh, I haven't got my snag survey. Don't worry about that. That's not an issue. We'll work around you. And as I said, it's valid. You've got 2 years to put this claim in, so don't worry about it. Obviously, at Northwest Snag Surveys, uh, we inspect every part of your home inside and out. We identify hidden defects that builders may have missed or, even ignored. But I didn't say that. We provide a full written, comprehensive report backed up by photographs as well. And it also we put on what the defect is, who's responsible, and who needs to rectify it. Yes, we are basically doing the site manager's work that he should have done, and he should have put this report together. But time constraints and all that, again, look at previous videos. I'm not slagging the site manager off. I just know, as an ex-site manager myself, the constraints and pressure that you're under. So, a lot of these things don't get done. And a lot of the common problems that we do undercover, exposed wiring and poor sockets positioning as well, incomplete or missing insulation, leaky taps, poorly sealed wet rooms. The list is endless. Roofs can be a major thing. Believe it or not, flashings, you forget them. Don't ask me how. I don't get it. So just protect your investment. Book today. If you pop over onto our website, northwestsnagsurveys.com, just down here, we've got an actual page that you can just book us in for. What we do is a free, before you want to book us in, we do a free 15-minute Zoom call, so you can speak to me 15 minutes free of charge. We don't charge anything for that, and that's just a little bit of advice for you. If you've got any issues pre-snagging, or the developer, you're not getting anywhere with them. As someone from the inside who has worked in that field, I can give you a better insight. You go to sales, they'll sell you your granny. They don't care. They'll tell you that and move in, sign here. Don't worry about that. We'll sort that out when you're in. Blah 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 blah. It doesn't happen. So that 15 minutes, just you can book it in, and we can have a little chat about what we need to do and how we need to go forward with it. That's kind of basically it, really. I'm not going to go too much on about the budget and the crisis until we hear what is actually coming out. But this is going to come down the line. All them issues that I've just spoken about, they're going to bite you on the backside. And just to be prepared, because a lot of people still ask me, but Andy, why do we need a snag survey? And for all them reasons I've just mentioned, that's why you need it. Because you don't know what's gone on underneath the render and the paint. Bearing in mind, that's all the fluffy stuff. You don't see what the long-term defects are, and mightn't come out initially, but if we spot them in time, they can be repaired, replaced, and sorted out, so you basically don't go through the headache of again, living in another building site. Well, they rip half your house down to rectify these issues. So anyway, give us a call if you want to. The number is 07300 470 965. It's down there. I'll leave it on the screen for a little bit longer. Or come and visit the website. It's nwsnagsurveys.com, and you can book your 15-minute free Zoom call in there, or you can just, if you're happy, you can go direct and email us and book in your snag survey. We're based in the Northwest, and we cover basically everywhere. I would say up to Kendal, the Lake District, far side of Manchester, down to Crewe, Stoke. So that kind of area. But if you don't think you're directly in the Northwest, and you like what you're seeing and that, and you want us to come, we'll sort something out. So don't worry. Nothing's impossible. We can always accommodate if you're just a little bit out the catchment area. So once again, thanks for staying this far and listening to me. I know I do waffle on a bit. Oh, can't help it. My missus tells me the same. So, but yeah, if do all the likes, do all the subscribes and everything, and we're just trying to keep the channel alive and get it pushed up there. But yeah, once again, thanks for staying, and have a fantastic day. I'm going back out into the sunshine now, and just enjoy life. Okay, thanks.
Sit back and relax and enjoy the rest of the video of our gorgeous city, Liverpool.